Alrighty, what's going on, guys? It is Kilodrone, and welcome back to the Kilodrone channel. Today, we're going to be covering more PixArk. And guys, today we're going to be covering some gameplay that was released by IGN on March 20th. Now, I'm going to say I'm about 2 days late on this, not because I wasn't trying to cover it. I wanted to cover it, but I never even knew about this gameplay. I didn't know that it was out there. And somebody over on the subreddit Play PixArk actually linked this to me and said, hey, I haven't seen this on YouTube yet, but here it is. 10 minutes of gameplay of PixArk. Might want to show this off on your channel. And I'm like, heck yes, I want to show this off on my channel. Now, other than the person that's actually playing here doesn't seem like he's played the original Ark, just based off some of the noob mistakes that he makes. I do have to say that it does seem to be a relatively stable game. Some people have been questioning whether the game is going to be a buggy nightmare. I don't see it turning out that way. From this gameplay here, it seems to be relatively stable. I did see one frame drop kind of toward the beginning, but that's not too major, especially in a voxel world, which is very CPU intensive. I would expect a little bit more, but it seems to be running pretty fine, at least on this gameplay here. Now, they may be running it on some type of god machine, but for right now, I'm going to say I don't think that optimization is going to be an issue. Also, here in the video, you can see that we actually get another mob here that's new to PixArk that wasn't in Ark, and that's the big-eared rabbit. And you can see them doing a passive tame. Again, a passive tame, for those of you who don't know, is where you just simply feed an animal whatever it likes. It's not one of those where you have to knock it out and keep it unconscious. You just walk up to it, feed it some berries, and it's good to go. However, one thing that I do want you guys to notice whenever you're looking at the gameplay is how fast he's actually able to tame the creatures. Whenever he walks up to one of the creatures, it only takes like 4 or 5 berries in order to tame one of them. Now, they are lower level, granted, but it does seem like it's much faster than what the original Ark game was on its public servers. Now, I always played on private servers, so I constantly increased the taming speed. You guys let me know what you did, though. Did you always increase the taming speed whenever you played Ark? I always played on private servers so that the taming speed didn't take, 3 years in order to tame something. I wasn't a tribe player. I was mostly solo playing with friends for the most part. But I'm just curious as to if you guys actually... Would you guys like the taming speed to be shorter, or do you like the Ark taming speed where, some tames will take like 3 hours or so? I'm more curious of what the community thinks about that. Me, personally, I'd much rather it be shorter. I'd much rather you be able to get into the game and get a lot done in one day instead of, just get a couple of things done in one day. Anyway, so also, as you can see here, you can do kind of neat things with the animals. You can put them on top of your head. I'm imagining that you're going to have shoulder mounts like the Ichthyornis, just like in Ark. That's just based off of this gameplay here, in which you can see him wearing this guy on his head. So I'm imagining things like the otter, the Ichthyornis, are also going to be in PixArk as well. I'm kind of curious to see how the Ichthyornis behaves, because in Ark, I always had problems with Ichthyornises. They were always just a pain in the butt, especially to control. I know a lot of people didn't have that issue, but I did. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that the AI is a little bit better. Anyway, as you can see here, you can tell that this guy doesn't quite know what he's doing. He's trying to unlock an Ingram that he already has unlocked. Another thing that I'd like to mention here is that the Ingram and the crafting system looks so much better than Ark. Literally all of the menu systems look so much better than actual Ark, like the actual original Ark game. Another thing that I want you to notice here is notice whenever he's punching this wood, the game doesn't, the hitboxes are not very good. Like, he's been punching this tree, but you can see some of the blocks to, like, his left were breaking, even though he was clearly aiming directly in front of him. I don't know what that's all about, but I hope that they get that fixed before the game releases in early access. Okay, so let's just continue looking through the game here. He's going to go up this hill here in a minute after he creates a axe and a pickaxe, and you'll actually get to see what the deaths in the game look like. And they're not as brutal as I thought they were going to be. Like, you know how Ark is kind of a grim game. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of, stuff like that. I was expecting to have, like, animated blood, things like that in this game. It's not as brutal as I once thought it would be. Also, you can see the map here has a lot of improvements. It has, you know, some daily bounties on there as well as some different areas. I really like that. Also, all of the biomes seem to be much smaller. So you can take, you know, 100 blocks away and you're in a new biome. It's really, really small and compact. So I'm thinking that finding new biomes isn't going to be that hard, especially since everything's supposed to be randomly generated anyway. So there's so much with PixArk that I'm so excited about. It seems like it's just overall a better version of Ark. And I can't believe that I'm saying that, but I'm really excited for it. It looks like it's just Ark upgraded. As you can see here, he's going to learn how to do some other things. I also like how the engrams are actually categorized now. They're not just all in this one big list. Here you go. You can see him dying. You get a little bit of blood splatter on the edges of the screen, and then you just die. And, of course, it's the copy and pasted text over from Ark. Why they did that, I don't know. Anyway, whenever you spawn back in, you can spawn back in a random location, just like you could with Ark. He's going to do it here. And whenever you spawn back in, that's where the balloons come in. That's what I was curious about. I wanted to know what were the balloons for? I never understood that. Like, I know in Ark you woke up on a beach every time that you respawned. In this, we kept seeing people lowering down on balloons, and I thought maybe that was going to be like a glider of some sort. Turns out that's not the case. What it's going to be is your respawn. Whenever you respawn, you'll come down on balloons like a little happy kid or something. Really, really cool, though. I do like that. It's not as random as the whole waking up on the beach thing. Also, here you're going to be able to see a little bit of combat in this video, as well as him mining resources. I'm very interested to see how the resources play out in the game as well. I know that you're going to be able to, it's going to be a lot like Minecraft, in which you have to gather certain resources in order to craft things. I'm wondering how much processing there's going to be in the game, though, because as I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen, there are certain things in the game. Oh, did that flint just fall? Wow, I think I just noticed that flint fell. Well, I can't even speak English. That flint fell. So it actually looks like there may be some type of gravity mechanic. That's actually really cool. Okay, that's pretty... I didn't notice that my first watch through of this video. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm wondering how many materials are going to be out in the wild, and also how many materials are going to have to be crafted. If it's going to be the exact same as Ark, obviously it's not, because flint wasn't gathered this way in Ark. But what changes are there going to be? As you can see here, he's about to start fighting a Phiomia, and one of his dinosaurs is actually going to come over and help. So you get a little bit of a look at the Dinosaur Combat. Whenever you kill something, I love that animation. Everything just explodes like it's blocks of Legos. I think that's really cool. Then you can harvest it same way as before. Looks like pickaxe gives more meat and axe gives more hide, which, you know, that's typical Ark. That's exactly how it was in the previous game. I'm actually really looking forward to this game, especially after seeing this gameplay. It looks like a cube world or a Minecraft mixed with the beauty of Ark, and I'm so excited for it. Well, anyway, guys, I'm actually going to end this video here. There's actually a few more minutes. I'm just going to let them play out, but I've had enough to say here. I'm just going to let you guys enjoy some of the sounds of the new PixArk game. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, as well as if you're new around here, you want to keep up with PixArk, how about consider subscribing? As well as if you want to check out some more PixArk content, I'll go ahead and link another video right here. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day.